The best way to catch a 10,000x token, the one that we always hear about, that people made 10,000x gains, 100,000x gains, they deposited $100 and became millionaires. The only reason why that happens is that they catch something called pre-sales, right? So either they catch a pre-sale or an alpha, right? And they catch it early. This is before tokens are listed on exchanges, but before they're officially launched, or they become, people get into those tokens nice and early. And then if the token blows, then they make, millions of dollars potentially. Okay. Unfortunately, what happens with crypto that you should all know about now is there's a potential that crypto might blow and go to the moon. There's also potential that a crypto can go to zero, right? That's just the risk that is associated with cryptocurrencies. And since we have our big boy pants on, I'm going to start with some disclaimers so you have an idea of what kind of video you're watching. All right. The first thing is, this is not financial advice. I say this in every single video that I make. Not financial advice. Why? Because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm some guy on YouTube who's an enthusiast, just like yourself, who holds bags of crypto, who's had some success here and there, and who enjoys making videos. Okay. Second thing is, most crypto, 99.999% of all crypto, is like gambling. The reason why I say that is the amount of money that you should invest in crypto should be such that if you were to lose the whole thing, it doesn't affect you. Don't invest money that you're not willing or able to lose. I think that's general advice that you hear everywhere, but people don't take it seriously, but it's extremely serious to think so. Do your own research. Basically, if you see a video like mine or anybody, or you hear something on social media about a token, it's important that you do your own research to make sure that you're on the right path. And of course, the most important part of this disclaimer is that this video is effectively sponsored, and I will explain how that is as we go along, right? Another thing I need to explain really quickly before we get into the video is staking. Now, there are different types of staking. Unfortunately, the word staking has now been used to refer to so many things that they're conflated. Originally, the staking of cryptocurrencies, which came about with proof of stake, and now, of course, Ethereum is also proof of stake because they transitioned over, is when, just to put it in simply, when people stake their crypto to validate or provide security for a blockchain, and it gives them incentive to act accordingly. If they act in a lazy fashion or in a malicious fashion, then the crypto that they stake gets slashed. So it's a punishment for acting bad, and if they act well, they get rewarded. So it's a way of securing a network. Okay. Bitcoin, on the other hand, doesn't have this staking protocol because Bitcoin is actually a proof of work, right? However, Bitcoin can be staked in that it can be added to a liquidity pool or a lending platform. Unfortunately, this is now also called staking. So going forward, just keep in mind that if I refer to Bitcoin staking, I mean the staking, which is to do with depositing in a liquidity pool or with a lending protocol like Aave or something like that, right? Now, also this video requires a little bit of DeFi knowledge. Okay, so if you don't know anything about DeFi, I suggest that you go learn a little bit about DeFi. There's so many videos on YouTube, so much content now on DeFi that you can learn very easily. Even platforms like Coinbase and Binance have, places where you can learn DeFi, okay? And understand to know what the risks are when it comes to staking. All right, so what are the risks? Let's just go through some of them. So obviously there's the general risks to do with cryptocurrencies generally. So, you can forget your keys, you can, send money to the wrong direction, the wrong address on the wrong network, especially when you are doing DeFi. You can end up sending money to something on a different network. It might just be, you might be trying to do USDT to USDT, and you might select the wrong network and lose the money completely. So, there are risks to do with bridges and the wrong addresses and scams and phishing attacks, all sorts of things. There are also risk, I've done a typo there. Staking, I meant to say staking, sorry. So risks associated with staking. Again, I mentioned that earlier on, to do with, who you collaborate with, the operator, impermanent loss. There's risk to do with, your operator acting badly and having your token slashed as a result. Okay. There are also rug pulls where, people can pull your money and run away. I think we're all familiar with that one. So keep an eye on things. Even if a protocol is good, an operator is good, a project is good, anything can turn at any time. So keep your eyes peeled for any changes. Okay. The project I'm talking about has a roadmap, which I'm going to be looking at extensively, because we're actually going to look at the website really quickly. But we are in Q2, right? Which is the second phase. Q1 is over. We're going to see what Q1 is on the website briefly when I get there. But we're now in the pre-sale stage. And this is when you usually catch the token, usually at the lowest price. Now, there have been cases in history where after the pre-sale and the token was launched, the token plummeted to below what it was the pre-sale. I've seen that happen before. It happened with, I think, Wall Street memes. More often than not, these prices that you get at the pre-sale do pump, and who knows, right? Again, no financial advice, your own research. Q3, as in Q3 of 2024, they're going to be moving into the alpha release stage and community testing. And of course, Q4 is going to be the official launch. And Q4 being the end of this year, we are going to be, of course, bang in the middle of the bull run if all goes well. EigenLayer for Bitcoin. So effectively, Stakelayer is this EigenLayer for Bitcoin. It's a restaking platform. Personally, I believe that Bitcoin should be pure. I don't like anything that tries to change the blockchain. However, L2s are known to be very, very good for the chain. They help to deal with the limitations of Bitcoin when it comes to scaling, speed, etc. L2s like Lightning Network has really, really advanced Bitcoin's utility in real life to make small payments. For instance, you have Stacks protocol that is helping to do other things and minting Bitcoin as rewards. And now you have EigenLayer, which is a restaking platform, the first of its kind Bitcoin. And judging by the success of the Lightning Network and of Stacks, Stakelayer, at least to me, looks interesting. So there we go. So they have the BTC Mirror Mechanism, which is how they're implementing the restaking. Like I said before, staking itself is different for proof of stake versus proof of work platforms. So obviously Ethereum is a proof of stake platform. So EigenLayer is an Ethereum platform, and the staking is to do with the proof of stake staking. The BTC Mirror Mechanism deals with restaking, but from the sort of liquidity pools and lending platform type staking and rewards, right? And this is, of course, the first ever Bitcoin risk scaling L2 solutions. Now, I did a little bit of digging into what other people are saying about this. I found some articles. So I found this article on Yahoo Finance, New Era of DeFi on Bitcoin. Stakelayer, a Bitcoin staking L2 is coming to token 2049. Okay, so I believe this is what's happening in Dubai at the moment. Token 2049, Bitcoin restaking L2, meet the pioneer. Okay, so I don't know if you've been watching some of the content creators that are currently in Dubai. I think CryptoZeros is in Dubai. I think Heidi, and I can't remember his name now, also in Dubai. But they've had those floods, haven't they? So I think the event itself has been disrupted somewhat, but the team right now is in Dubai. I actually tried to see if I could ask questions directly to someone on the team. Usually these organizations are quite small, so they have time for you now before they blow up, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here's another article. Stakelayer surpasses 500,000 milestone in stake pre-sale, paving the way for the Bitcoin evolution. So as you can see, that's still not that much money. So we're in early days, very, very early days. Stakelayer, pioneering restaking platform operating on Bitcoin L2, has marked a significant milestone by successfully concluding 2 phases of its pre-sale, securing over 500,000 in funding. See, This article is from the 8th of April, so already I'm sure that they've surpassed this. Actually, we can tell they've surpassed it because we're now in phase 6 of the pre-sale. Okay, so if you're interested in buying this token, again, not financial advice, do your own research. I have a link in the description. It'll bring you to this page. Before I go ahead and actually buy some tokens so I can show you how to do it, here are some more information. We have 7 days left before this price increases. So the next price is going to be 0.01409. So that's almost a cent and a half. So we've missed some of the earlier prices. Now, again, another disclaimer, I would never actually stake Bitcoin. I would just, for me, Bitcoin is to be hodled as a store of value. I'd never stake my Bitcoin, right? I would stake other tokens happily on DeFi platforms. I would stake my AVAX or anything like that, right? But buying this token isn't staking anything. It's basically betting on the platform, right? So the Stakelayer token itself, which is the platform token, the governance token stake. So this would be something similar to, say, you're buying Aave or, Avalanche or a platform token or Uniswap token, and betting that Uniswap token will blow, which is what it did, right? So this is you betting on the stake token, not staking your Bitcoin. I would never do that. I'm sure some people would do. Some people are going to make a lot of money, so they're going to have lots of Bitcoin just sitting there. So why not stake a little bit of it? Each to their own, right? But backing stake token is saying that this platform is going to succeed, and with any luck, this is going to go to the moon, right? So that's pretty much what this is. It's the same as speculating on any other token. Restaking mechanism, maximize your Bitcoin earnings with our unique restaking technology. Unmatched security, your investment is safeguarded with state-of-the-art security measures, transparent process, user-friendly, blah, blah, blah. Now, see this bit where it says transparent process. One thing I always look for is auditing, okay? So we'll probably see that a little bit lower. Here is a schematic of how this works. I mean, this technology goes a little bit over my head, but the idea is, they have your DeFi dApps on which you're already staking your tokens, centralized finance, bridged together, and then they've got this mirror setting thing here that restakes it in some way just to boost your yields, basically. Okay, so instead of just depositing your BTC with one organization, one DeFi app or whatever, you're sending it through their system and then they're magnifying your yield for you. So each to their own. Here's the bit I'm interested in, right? Security contributors. So these are the audits that were carried out on this token, okay? Audited by the world's leading security firms. Security of the Stakelayer is the highest priority. It should be. So again, sometimes you click on these things and they don't work. So I always make sure to click on them. Okay, XGuard, smart contract, security assessment, final report. So if you can scroll that, you can read the whole thing if you're interested. Pass. As you can see, there are no issues found in this audit. If you know what any of this stuff means, this is something you should look into and make sure that you understand what all this stuff means. I'm not an auditor, so to be honest, I don't know what most of it means, but I understand saying pass. That I understand, right? That one works. Solid proof. I've seen this auditor before, so let's have a look at what they think. Okay, introduction, disclaimer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, social medias, Twitter, Telegram. That's the other thing. They have presence on Twitter, so you can basically check them out and follow them there. I'm not a big fan of Telegram, so I don't even use that. So there you go. Solidity, code base, Okay. Audit summary, layout project. Okay, the following audit report represents a comprehensive security analysis of the smart contract utilized in the project. Okay, so these audits, right, they're not vouching necessarily for the company or the organization or the project. They're just saying that technically speaking, all of these things are as they should. These aren't like scam links that are going to scam your money, etc. Right? So these audits look through the code, look through all the setup, tell you that all things are as good as they should be. Okay, everything looks all right. Again, if you know what all these stuff means, you can have an extensive read to give yourself peace of mind. Owner cannot burn tokens, just things like rug pulls and potential issues. these auditors go through all of that and verify the process. Okay. Okay, there's also a bug bounty. So if you're a programmer, developer, you're very smart, you know how to find bugs, you can join the program here and you can report bugs. And I can imagine that makes you some money. There's some PR here. That's that. Go figure. That's the one that I found. Okay. Interesting articles have been written about them. Stake Bitcoin, LD. Again, you can go through this at your own pace. There's the team. They all look kind of a bit cool, to be honest. I mean, she looks kind of AI generated. I wonder if these guys are just using these as sort of like their, I don't know, she looks a bit AI generated, but maybe they're just good looking. Anyway, tokenomics. Again, pre-sale 20%. That's where we are at the moment. Community and user interface, team advisor, strategic partnership, development funds, liquidity pool, marketing, and community growth. So, you know, all the information you need. So this is that Dubai conference that they're at the moment. There's blockchain live April 15th to 16th. Again, that's in Dubai. I can't see the date there. April 21 to 25. So that's at MIT Bitcoin Expo. So that's going to be in the United States, I guess. So if you're around there, maybe you drop in on them and get back to us and have a chat with the team. Okay. So here's the framework. Q1, technical development framework, conceptualization of Bitcoin, restaking L2, So Q2, this is where we are now, right? We're at the pre-launch, right? Begin building partnerships with key stakeholders in the Bitcoin and layer 2 ecosystems, establishment of the project's online presence, including the official website and engagement channels for community interaction, launch pre-sale campaign to secure initial funding and distribute the project's native tokens to early backers. Right there is where I come in. See, I'm one of the early backers. I'm also here, Stakelayer early access for the early adopters. So those 2 points, you know what, when I said that the video is being sponsored and I'm being paid, so I am receiving some of these tokens, but instead of receiving the tokens directly, I've received stablecoin USDT, and I'm going to take that USDT that I've received and I'm going to buy the tokens so that you guys can see it. I don't think they can send the tokens directly yet. I think everything has to go through this purchase. I don't know if there's a legal thing as well. So who knows? Obviously, I could just decide not to buy. I don't think anyone will say anything, but I also want to show you guys. So I'm going to do the buy-in in this video, basically. I talked about the alpha release already and the mainnet launch and ecosystem development, which is going to happen in Q4, bang in the middle of the bull market. Okay. If you have more questions to answer some of your questions here, how can I buy stake? You can buy stake with crypto or credit card. At the moment, we support Ethereum, BSC, OP, ARB, Base, AVAX, and Matic, which is quite a few chains. Solana is notably missing. Which country is restricted? This is interesting. A lot of you guys, unfortunately, are not going to be able to participate in this that are watching me right now, which is a shame because the United States isn't allowed. Unfortunately, I know a lot of you guys are in the US. I'm so sorry. You guys are excluded from all these things. Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Cuba, Syria, Iran, Sudan, Crimea, People's Republic of China, Bahamas, Botswana, Burundi, Cambodia, Central African Republic, DRC, Cote d'Ivoire, Cuba again. Cuba definitely can't buy. Ethiopia, Ghana, Islamic Republic of Iran, Iraq, Libya, Mali, Myanmar, Somalia, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, Sudan again. South Sudan and then Sudan. Syrian Arab Republic, Trinidad and Tobago. Why Trinidad and Tobago? What did they ever do? Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. I have never seen that name written like that before. What? Anyway, Yemen and Zimbabwe. I'm happy not to see Nigeria in here because a lot of you guys also watch me from Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria, you can participate. And of course, the United Kingdom is not on here, which means I can participate, which is how I can get in there in the first place. Okay. All right. Token generation event is planned for Q2, which is right now. It will happen once the pre-sale is fully filled. Please follow our social media and stay tuned. or updated rather. Why are L2 scaling solutions for Bitcoin needed? And then it just gives you the benefit here. Okay. Then if you're interested, you can sign in for updates, right? Pop your email there, submit, and you'll be subscribed to some kind of newsletter, I can imagine. Now, moment of truth. Let's buy some stake. All right. First thing to do is to connect your wallet. Boom. I'm going to be using MetaMask. You can use Coinbase wallet, OKX wallet, Phantom wallet, but there's no Solana chain on that. Rainbow, Trust Wallet, Taurus, Wallet Connect. A lot of you guys will have Trust Wallet, so that works happily. Click on my MetaMask, connected. So my MetaMask is connected. Okay, I'm going to be using the Binance Smart Chain because I don't want to pay ridiculous Ethereum fees. I'm going to be using USDT. I'm going to be buying 200 USDT worth of stake. I'm going to be getting 14903.129 stake. And with any lock, that's going to be making me a multi-millionaire when it goes to the moon, or, you know, I lose everything. Congratulations on joining the Stakelayer community. I have 14,903.13 stake. Now, if I go to my transaction history, there you have it. So as long as my wallet is connected on this website, I can see my stake. Right, there you go.